Hey guys, and welcome to Warmonk Monastery and the Dungeon Reliquary of Flame with your hosts Banter and another dungeon episodes. So one of the first things you get to do in these dungeons are actually those bookshelves you see there. You do not have scrolls to start this dungeon. Then you will need to destroy those bookshelves to get your scrolls, but if you have them after you have finished this dungeon, when you kill the boss, you can actually go back and then you can actually go here and destroy those bookshelves. But I'm just running back up picking important stuff, because when you're gonna start this event, even if you have the scrolls, you need this flint here as well. As you see my inventory information updated down in the right corner, you will see the flint here, so that's needed to actually start the fire. When you start the fire, the boss will come. And this dungeon is actually very easy if you have played it before. It's one on hard mode as well, which you need a lot of AA perks, but that's something I will go into later when I do a hard mode episode of this dungeon. So now we're just waiting for our tank to arrive. And if anyone is wondering what I'm playing as a Conqueror, spec into the Berserk tree for off-tanking. And there we see the little nude guy Lilborn right next to me. But don't get fooled by his looks, because I talked with him before and he got a lot of aggro. I don't know if it's because of the gear, because he's almost full tier 4. But I have really not had problems holding aggro against anyone before, even Dark Templars, which are actually the soldier classes, which are not so good in decreased hate. So I find it kind of odd that he gets so much aggro. Even if his DPS is so high, I can get about 40% extra hate. So it's kind of weird actually. But that's how it is. Maybe have not got all of those like minus hate. So now we're soon starting, because our tank is here. So we just go over the doors, because they will spawn a lot of ads here that we have to take down before. Those are very weak ads. And keep in mind though that they will actually put like a mini stun on you. At the start you see he got struck there. Our little friend got struck there. Just hitting these mobs here. Just killing them. You have to run out the side. Here are like the main ads. They can take way more damage than those before, but they're still very easy. Just seize them, etc. if it's needed. And you see the assassin here, Lilborn, is getting so much aggro, but just notice how much damage he actually deals, so that might actually be the reason. I'm using that Guardian of Steel, as you see there. Guardian of Steel actually increases your hate, your regeneration. It's very good to get more aggro if you're playing a Conqueror and need it. It was not so needed there, but I just want to show you that. And here comes the last one. So when you kill this one, we will run over to the fire again, and the boss will soon spawn. And he actually feared me. And if you haven't missed, or have missed it, there are coming a new playlist soon to my channel with a game Age of Conan, the Calric Spanking Adventure, and you see in the bottom left here, or above my health, the red one. That's the reason for Calric Spanking Adventures. The playlist will follow this dude for doing dungeons, questing, PvP, all kinds of things Age of Conan really. And I will, of course, if there are any requests, I want to see something special, I will totally do that. I might do scenery as well, because this game is so amazing. So the most important thing about this boss guys, is to actually, you have to hug this boss. Don't stand too far away if they haven't changed it, because he will get like a orb, like a shield around him, which burns, and if you run into your group after, you will instant kill the whole party. And one of the other important stuff is that each 25% you have to run up to these pillars you see right in front of me. Hide behind them up close, because every 25% will start casting a spell. Then you need to go behind those pillars and hide. If you don't do that and stand here right in the ground, you're gonna go and just die. As you see now, he's casting the flame. the spell. Fire tongue. So let's stay up here. You see it come fire on the ground. And after that we have to go to pick up those sands. As you see, our player friend there, Conan, he just jumped down, got sand, and every time someone gets the sand you get the aggro. So if you're playing a tank and one of the DPS is actually gonna take one of the sands, it's really good to let him take it, and when you see he's taking it, you just take yours, which will mean that the DPS won't have the aggro on the boss, so that can be very useful to know. But here we are, just DPSing him down. And the things I've told you about the boss so far, that's actually the whole thing about this boss. You see Lil Barn is getting a lot of aggro. But keep in mind, if you're playing DPS and have that high DPS, I'm very sorry that if you are not able to go full out on the DPS, but that's the part of playing dungeons. Even if you're a DPS, you can't just go crazy. It's part of team play to keep balance with the tanking. And if you're tier 4, I wonder a bit why you're actually here. Maybe you don't have a so good Khitai gear though, because in Khitai you may want some critications. He's probably here to either just have fun, I don't know really, but it's his choice. Now we're gonna head over again and take some sands, jumping down here to go to sink, take from the sandbox. Keep in mind though that this sand bugs sometimes. You see I didn't get it here. Now we see there's like a particle effect around me, which means I carry the sand. See if that does not come up around your character, that particle. You don't have the sand, you have to click it again. It's some random bug. It don't really ruin so much, I don't know why it's there, but it's just to re-click it again. If it happens again, re-click. If it for some reason won't work at all, then just shout, "Take the sand, man!" And they will like build a sand castle for you. But here we are, kicking the boss down. And one thing that can be very hard if you're playing off tank as I do, and the main tank, as you see example, I'm not saying he's doing a bad work here, but if a main tank can't hold good aggro and I'm playing as off tank and I have to keep my aggro down to not like get killed or make the main tank sometimes I have to keep the main tank alive by taking some aggro, and if the main tank can't really keep his aggro so good, then it might be problems, because that means that that guy Lil Barn, the assassin there, he will actually get so much aggro, so I will be the third on the aggro list. And I will have to fight myself up when he gets aggro, but I'm doing that good. And one thing that actually this guy, the main tank, is using is called Goad. That ability should not be used in these situations. That makes you get aggro all the time, which make me not possible to get back the aggro, which means he might actually die because of it. I can use force engage maybe to get it back, but I talked with Lilborn before as well. After we did those dungeon runs, I did more dungeons after this actually, and he talked some about the irritate ability, which I have on shift 4, shift F I mean, and that gives you a high amount of hate, but it decays over time, which means if you use hate that irritate too much, you might actually lose your aggro. So that's something to keep in mind and try out. You have to try out to really get it good. But guys, this is about it for this dungeon. It's not a long dungeon, it's kinda easy. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe after the video here. Bantu says hello and cheers up. See you in the upcoming Dungeons episode, Carefull, Spank and Adventures and Tounge. Cheers.